The series continues. The second thing that feels like a scam to me as a new immigrant living in America. And guys, let me make it clear. When I say something feels like a scam, it's not to scare you. It's because America is the number one nation, powerful nation in the world. So when you come here as a new immigrant, of course you expect everything is going to be as per that standard, as per the standard of a first world, as per the standard of over the most powerful nation in the world. You get what I mean? So when I say it feels like a scam, it means whatever is happening in some areas does not match that name, that title of being the most powerful nation in the world. That is what I mean. And it's not to scare you. All this series is not to scare you as a new immigrant. I'm just trying to manage your expectations so that when you come here, you're not, hit by the culture shocks so hard the way I was. So I'm just trying to manage your expectations here, giving you the real deal, the things on ground the way they are. All right. So number 2 of things that feel like a scam to me as a new immigrant living in America: health insurance. Now, disclaimer, I've always thought insurance is a scam. Wherever it is, I was coming from Kenya, I never had insurance. I never had health insurance, let me say that, because I felt it was a scam. But when I landed in America, I realized here is where the biggest scam is. Health insurance, for most people, or for most companies, you have to have a copay. You have to have a copay. So what does copay means? It simply means that the insurance will pay 70 to 80% of your bill, and you pay 20 to 30% of your bill. When we started off with our insurance, we were paying 30% of our bill, and the insurance pays 70% of the bill. Now we've changed. We're using the same insurance, but we changed, and so we pay 20% of the bill, and the insurance pays 80% of the bill. Why I feel like it's a scam for me is we're already paying $216 per paycheck. Most Americans are paid 2 paychecks a month. So first paycheck they take $216. That is just for the medical. So if you include like dental, it's $11. Say $12 for dental. So if you do 216 plus 12, that's 8, 228. So let's say roughly 230. So 230 per paycheck. If you do that math, that's $460 that we're paying per month for insurance. All right. So $460, we're already paying you $460. But when I go to the hospital, I still need to have 20% of the bill. So for instance, say, maybe I'll give you a good example. I have some of the medical bills that we have. So for instance, this charge was $290. Okay. Let me just show you. The insurance paid $107. And when we'd gone to the hospital, we had already made a $50 payment. They asked us to pay. I don't know why. So the total amount that we need to pay for this bill, this was our son, is $133. Okay? This is almost first pay of our paycheck. All right? Every month. All right? $133. Now, let me show you another one. This is mine. This is mine. So this bill came to $1,115. And these bills, by the way, they're not at the things that were really dire, like health coverage here is so expensive. So the bill here was $1,015, and the insurance made $799 as the payment, and we are required to pay $199 and some cents. Okay. The other one, my total bill was $1,078. Okay. Insurance made their payment, and my balance was $269. All right, $269 was the balance that I needed to pay. And then this was when I was rushed to the ER. I've been to the ER, and the total bill came to $5,304. Insurance made their payment, and I was left with $1,200 that I needed to pay. $1,200. So I'm like, maybe I'm the one who does not understand the term insurance. Maybe my teachers lied to me back in Africa about what insurance really is. Because what I know about insurance is you pay now so that at the time of need, you don't have to pay. But in America, health insurance does not work like that. In America, health insurance does not work like that. It means, yes, you pay monthly, but still at the time of need, you still need to have 20 to 30% of that bill for you to pay. Now, how it works is they have something they call a maximum deductible. So, like personally, our insurance, which is for 3 people, yeah, that's me, my husband, and our son. We have a maximum deductible, each of us. So each of us has 3,000 maximum deductible in a year. So that's total 9,000. Okay. So how it works with this maximum deductible is, if you're paying, if you pay, let's say a year, let's say this year 2024, I have to pay the insurance, yes, that 400 and something every month, but in this year, I am expected to spend 3,000 out of pocket. All right, that 20 to 30% should max up to 3,000. I don't know if I'm doing a good job explaining. So every single time I go to the hospital, whatever money I'm taking or whatever money I'm paying, that 20 to 30% I'm paying is being counted towards that 3,000. So at the point where I reach or hit the 3,000, then I'll stop paying the out-of-pocket money. I'll stop paying that 20 to 30%. So what I feel like is these people don't notice the small bills. Because you see, if I'm paying say $199, that's 200, I'm paying $279, I'm paying $133. See, those are small monies, right? It will take time before they get to 3,000. So I feel like they only acknowledge big diseases, because it will only take a big disease for you to hit that 3,000 faster. You get what I mean? But if you're like me, who actually don't get sick as often, even reaching that 3,000 is difficult. It's not something that you achieve as often unless you're really sickly or you get like a huge disease or a huge, medical bill. So I feel like insurance in America is really for the big problems and not really for the small problems. That is my conclusion. As compared to Kenya, maybe Kenya never had medical insurance, but I know how it works. I had an idea of how it worked. You never really needed to pay any money. As long as you're paying your monthly premiums or monthly contributions, you're not needed to pay any money. Just go to the hospital with a card and your insurance takes care of everything. But there's also a limit. So if it's like inpatient, they'll give you like, say, 1 million. If it's inpatient, maybe 1 million. Outpatient, they'll give you maybe 200,000. I'm using just figures. But in America, it's the reverse. And I'm like, this is such a business. Like, honestly, it feels like this is such a business, because they expect you to either get sickly all the time so that you hit your max deductibles faster, or they expect you to get a huge illness so that you get to your max deductibles faster. But as long as you don't get sick, my friend, you still continue to pay these coming fees, because you pay the contribution 400 and something monthly, but you still, should you get sick, you need to make sure you have that 20 to 30% pay at the hospital. So that is why I feel like medical insurance or health insurance in America is a scam.